Well, Merry Christmas. When I first plotted out my episode list for Famidaily, I excluded things that weren't games. The reason for that is there's a few edge cases for Famicom software that people argue about whether or not they count. And I figured drawing a line around games was good. Well, it turns out I screwed up. There were a few carts on my list that should have been excluded on that basis, but were not. I didn't want to just dump my list, so I decided to go back and fill in that software that I passed over. And starting here, one that probably should have been included that I skipped. Karaoke Studio is definitely a game, and it plugs directly into the Famicom, so it should have been on my Famidaily list. There are a few complications with it though. The game has a built-in microphone, and the microphone is actually a controller with an A and B button. There's 15 songs on the cartridge and 4 game modes. The B button on the microphone selects things, the A button rotates through options. From the main menu, the first option is to just sing whatever, while the second and third put you in singing competitions. Whichever of those you choose, you go into a menu of all 15 songs on the cartridge. Those songs include Ichi Nensei ni Natara, Inu no Owari-san, Hataraku Kuruma, Desired Jonetsu, and so much more. Once you've chosen your song, you can set the tempo and the pitch. Then sing your heart out as a little video plays alongside your music. For this kind of thing, I was expecting a lot of public domain songs. Traditional folk songs, nursery songs, that kind of thing. And there are a few, but most of that list were relatively recent songs. TV theme songs seem to be pretty overrepresented, but I think it's safe to say that those were popular choices for karaoke. And look, we've got Gegege no Kitaro. We've seen Kitaro a couple times from other Bandai games. The microphone copies your voice over to the television, but it doesn't work very well. Let's have some Christmas music, and I'm going to apologize up front for this one.
Bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse.
Okay, now I'm a pretty bad singer, but that just made me sound even worse. The singing competition seemed to mainly check if there's noise occurring on certain beats. So when I just spoke in a monotonous droning voice for one song, I passed that audition. So as a karaoke machine and a singing game, Karaoke Studio does not work very well. There's a second mode where it's a quiz game. Here you're given roughly the first second of a song and have to buzz in and pick out which one it is. Get 4 right before you get 3 wrong, and you win. Karaoke Studio is a weird footnote in the Famicom's library, but it gets weirder. You can pop the back part of the shell off, and there's a cartridge slot. Bandai released 2 expansion cartridges for this, and they add 20 additional songs each. However, that second expansion cartridge is one of the rarest Famicom accessories. Prices on boxed copies are absurd, and it's not like cartridge only is much better. But those won't be getting Famidaily episodes. I'm drawing a hard line at cartridges that plug into other cartridges.